Hello guys, new prediction for this upcoming short week. Um, Last prediction was 2 weeks ago with the sign of reversal, which was with this candle. We got the reversal to the key point, and from there a bounce with the divergence of a bullish divergence to the upside, ended up with a double top, and you already can see that I put my Fibonacci extension for the next level if it managed to break it and close above for the 450 and maybe 460, and the end zone is the all-time high, I think, 485. At the moment we see that we try to break, and we got, if we go to the 60 minutes, we see at the end of the session the big volume from the rejection, a lot of sellers coming into the end of the session, um, which is typically because of this long weekend. We're gonna have half the trading day on tomorrow and day off Tuesday, I think. So maybe this is the main reason, but at the moment you can see that we are in a still in a big upper trend. This is a nice upper trend. Um, Overbought, which means the buyers are very strong. This is a big gap. This is like a daily gap. You can see what it did on daily basis, basically, and I think it will be close and should be close. So let's start to look on the 4-hour chart and see. You know what? Before, let's see on the monthly how it ends. You can see how June ends, and this is a big move to the upside, which is good. We saw that still on this Fibonacci level. If we look at it on the weekly, this is nice. You can see this is bullish. This is inside candle. Look for this pattern. This is a unique pattern to look for. You don't see it most of the time. This is very rare pattern. You can see the volume is getting down on this week, and let's leave it on the 60. And now for the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we got the rejection from our key level there, which was good. So it almost touched, reverse, and finally touch, which means usually it can continue even higher to the end target is the 450.80. This is my end goal. You can see this pattern like, let me see. You could see it someplace like here, at almost touch, coming down, reverse, and then touch it, and then reverse again and continue higher. So it could do the same, move a little bit higher and reverse, resting a little bit and continue to the upside. At the moment we can see the divergence, you can see the momentum is going down, the price is like in a straight, which means that we're gonna see a reversal soon, and we can see the stochastic is an overbought reverse cross, could mean that we're gonna see a pullback. So let's see. Sorry. All right, at the moment SPY strong, want to move to the 450, 449 area, could bounce from the 442. Could I see it reverse? I could see the reversal, but again, any reversal will bring the buyers. So this is a bullish trend, and any pullback will be bought. So be very careful with it. You can see the momentum is weak, but could see the change again. So get ready If we look at it on the 1 hour chart, there is no divergence. It's still overbought. There is no reversal. Um, you Let me check. No, this is no. No. Let's look at it here. You might say there is a small, I don't know, but at the moment, if we look at it in a bigger perspective, we can see this is the uptrend. The sellers start to show the here the area, the 440 and the 435. This is the sellers, and this is, I think, it's a point where the sellers, if they want the reverse coming back, they should put some pressure first to close this gap, the 438, and later to try to resume the downtrend, because we have a lot of gap left behind. There is a lot of gaps left behind in the SPY, in the Q, a lot of stock headed, and I think eventually you should close those gaps. You could have it here, the 422. I think there is also here the 411, and we could see it coming through. At the moment, be very patient, because the buyer sees strong. You want to see the buyers stop buying, and you want to see a big candle to the downside. Could it be next week? I don't know, but I do know, again, there is a big gap. It's overbought. This is at the end of the session, big volume to the downside. There is a double top here. There is a break of the trend. We can see it here. This is a break of the trend. This is the 1 hour chart. And we want to see confirmation that the sellers are in control. At the moment, we don't see the seller in control. You can see it here like it was here, an uptrend. And this is a break of the uptrend. It came back again to look for some resistance and then fade away. So it could do, this is a break, coming back again, and then maybe fade away to this zone. If we, you know what, let's draw the Fibonacci extension from there. You can see this is the 422 closing this gap. So could be. But at the moment, still strong. I don't have indication for the reversal. Could push to the 450 and from there try to reverse. This is it. Let's move to the Qs. With the Qs, let's first go for the monthly, see how it ends. You can see it. This is a big, nice at the 3070 at the end of this Fibonacci level extension. It ends big candles, 1, 2, 3 big candles, which is very nice. You can see the bullish divergence, and now I think it needs to rest. I don't think it has the power to reach to the all-time high. If we go to the weekly, again, you can see the pattern there. This is the big candle, inside candle. This is an area of an inside candle, so be very prepared for it. This is going to be have a big fight. You can see the stochastic also already cross, but still in an overbought area. There is no sign of weakness yet. There's the divergence to the upside. I want to see it maybe break the 363 again. I want to see how it ends there, and then maybe then it could push to the 350. But I think if it push below the 363, even 360, I think it can go to the 335. So to this area, if we go to the daily, you can see it much. This is again the big gap, 335. This is, you can see a lots of big gaps behind, left behind also here. If we look at it in here, you can see the Qs was much weaker than the S&P. The S&P already touched, and I think it's already exceed the earlier level. So at the moment, you can see momentum is positive. You don't see a level of reversal. You can see momentum from there, from the Qs, is negative, 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 but still strong. So it means that the momentum is weakening. And the sellers, which again put the entry level around this one, will defend the 370 zone, 373, and try to push the market to close to the downside. Do we have any divergence? We don't see any divergence, so it means that we're probably gonna see a little bit more push, but not a break above. If we're gonna see a close above this high, the divergence is broken. So we're probably gonna see a little bit more push and then a reverse. At the moment, I don't have any indication of it, so I will look for it at the start of the session. Maybe in the pre-market it's gonna give, and it's probably gonna be a good sign. We have, you can see it, this one. This is higher low, this is lower low, this is a continuation, which was good sign. If you took it there, this is the entry, you have a green candle, nice entry. So at the moment, you want to see something like, you know what, let me clear it up. And you want to make it come a little bit above and break, but the price not doing so. Don't break it, don't break the high. If it will, and then you're gonna see the reversal probably to the 355 again. Probably this one goes up, and then we have the reversal maybe someplace here, and try to close some gaps and maybe resume at the later stage the trend to the upside. So at the moment I see a lot of weakness coming to the market. I didn't check the 1 hour chart. Let me check it now. So we are seeing the same up, 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 and I think I want to see it coming back. I want to see the sellers. You can see a nice volume there. Could be interesting. Do we have some sort? No, we don't have divergence, so I want to let it create a divergence. Maybe push a little bit higher and then reverse, making the divergence. Maybe something like creating something like this, and this one, and this is a nice reversal pattern. Could do so, but at the moment still strong, but weakening. Let's move to Tesla. Try to make it more quick. Tesla, think to the downside. I don't think that it will break the 266 again. It gives some sign of weakness. Probably, if you want to be sure, you want to maybe try to take it below the 261 to the downside to the 257 for a quick scalp or someplace here. But I think it will begin the downtrend. You can see it here. This is what I'm looking for. This is making higher high, this is making lower high, this is sign of weakness, reversal is coming. So I want to see to break it. Be careful from this 200 EMA. If we look at it on the 4-hour chart, let me clear it. On the 4-hour chart, I know this is a pattern of tree setup of another green, so be very careful. I want to see the rejection. Don't be attempt immediately to take. You see the weakness here with the momentum. I don't see um, the divergence on the 4-hour chart, so probably I want to see it push a little bit higher, and then you can see the sellers. This is a seller's action. The sellers took a chance there. You can see it. They took the chance there. You see the big candle. So I want to see them probably defending this 265 to 70 area. I want to see them defending this zone and re-entering with a much bigger volume. And then I will know they are here. You can see the momentum again is weakening. So if it crosses the zero, not a good sign. Let's move on to Apple. Oh my God, Apple. Oh my God, Apple. Big gaps. I know momentum is strong. Overbought all over the place. This is a good sign. If we look at it on the monthly, oh my God. This is a V-shape, guys. This is a V-shape forming up in front of our eyes. Probably gonna see a new month ending with, I don't know, reversal pattern. It should fall down. This is too far away from the 200, even on the monthly. If we look at it on the weekly, come on, guys, overextended. This is something like this, overextended, boom. Be careful from this, guys. Um, yeah, yeah. So wait for it. You can see the volume is weakening, 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 weakening till the sellers will come. And yeah, we can clear this up. I don't know. Let's put it on the 200 just because we can. And now let me see if it can come back to the 165. This is the area. If we go to the daily, you can see the gaps left behind. Um, gaps in here. So lots of gaps. You can see the volume. This is too overbought, too long. If we go to the 1-hour chart and see how it goes, you can see the volume there at the end of the session. So if we go to the 15 minutes, you can see it there at the 15 minutes. Immediately the sellers came in, immediately sold at the end of the session. They waited and waited. If we go to the 5 minutes, you can see it here. This is the B candle and a fake break to the downside. So now we want to see it breaking below the 193, coming down. This is a short move, and I know you can see it again, the divergence to the upside. So be very careful because it can do a lot of fake. But Apple is very strong. You don't see the sellers coming in yet, like in Tesla, like in the SPY and the Qs. You don't see the sellers. Momentum is still strong. You can see it there. So we want to wait. NVDA. With NVIDIA, sideways move, I know. Indecision area, you can see the divergence with the momentum. You can see it there. So be very careful with it. This is a sign of weakness again. Even though it made here a continuation to the upside, I think if it will cross here again and stay below here, it will come here to the downside. Probably just this is the support area, dynamic support for the 200, but this is a big gap to close. I don't know if it can close it yet. Eventually, I think it will. If it will be this week, I don't know. If we look at it on the weekly, you can see it how it looks. Sellers already coming in. Sellers came. There is no continuation. Again, they are coming. So buyers are not so much in control. there is a fight, so you're gonna see probably profit taking, and then we're gonna see all the others coming by. You can see it here. So probably a lot of people will take it down below the 400 and are waiting. Again, the 400 is here. We saw the move for the 400, which was good, and the reverse. This is typically, but now we see the sellers here. So be prepared. MRNA. MRNA, we saw the weakness coming, so be very careful with it. You saw that rejection here, the weakness coming. You can see it below, momentum is below the zero. You can see the divergence of continuation. This is a short continuation, so this is continue to the downside. I don't know if it's going to make a big move, but probably coming back in this area and trying to bring more buyers. You don't see the buyers enthusiastic with this 120, 122 price level. At the moment, it seems there is a little bit divergence to the upside, but I think this is I want to see a confirmation to the upside. So a lot of buyers probably going to enter above the 123.60. Probably 124 even. So I want to see a break and close above. I will wait, even if it will immediately push to the upside. I will wait to see the confirmation. I don't want to be stuck in this move like a big closing, big candle, and then immediately reverse and taking out all the stop losses. So it's try to accumulate. You can see the big move, immediately reverse, taking some stop losses, big move, reverse, taking stop losses. So someone is accumulating for a long time. All right, so be prepared for it. So it's a little bit negative, but I think it's preparing for the move to the upside. You can see the divergence there. This is going up and this is going down. So probably let's wait a little bit. So it closed and then coming above the 50 and maybe try to move forward. If not, I could see it a little bit try to make another push. And with a new push, we're gonna watch and see if the buyers holding it. The buyers want to hold those prices. They don't wanna close below. If they close below, all the sellers will show up to the party. Let's move to Meta. Meta, some sort of distribution or accumulation. You don't know until it decide what to do. Again, you see it here. This is the weakness. So probably gonna see some sort of reversal or maybe even continuation to the 260. At the moment, let me check something. No, no. So probably move to the downside. If we check it on the 1 hour chart, probably this is, let's see, they didn't defend it, so sellers came in here, sellers tried to put it here, so probably fake break and moving to the downside, or even without a fake break, immediately push to the downside. I would love to see a fake break with a divergence and then push moving to the downside. Let's go what BA. With BA, this is a big sideways move. I know there is a lot of line, but see what happened. This is a big sideways. Basically did nothing from the start of the year. Did nothing. Same zone. So this is why I don't like to trade it. Intraday, probably nice. A lot of gap, a lot of wicks. You can see it coming down, boom, bounce, coming down, bounce, coming down, bounce. So it seems that it wants to move, but this is at the moment -1, and I think it's showing us the weakness that is hiding in the market and in the SPY because of the big tech stocks. This is the weakness. But with this weakness, there is a divergence to the upside. You can see it here. So probably eventually we're gonna see it moving to the upside, but be very careful at the moment. It seems that it wants to move a little bit lower again to this area and then try to decide what to do. If it's gonna break this area with a big nice candle, it can continue lower. All right, so be very careful and see what it wants to do. At the moment, bias to the downside. Um, let's see, we didn't talk about it, right? Yeah, I started to. This is a rejection, rejection, rejection. If it closes above, going to be very interesting. At the moment, moving to the downside, you can see momentum. This is the weakness in the market. Momentum is negative. And this is a divergence of the reversal to the downside. If we look at it on the 1 hour chart, you could see it moving up, moving up. This is the break, coming back to the upside. So probably a lot of people will enter below the 186, 180, 187 if it closes with a red candle. But at the moment, be very careful because it could create a divergence of continuation, but weakest continuation. So any move to the downside would create something like this, and it's still viable. So be very careful. At the long term, I could see it coming down, but at the moment, you can see I don't know. Some stocks very strong, some very weak, and at the moment there is no consolidation with all of the stock the same. So be very, very careful with this move because it can spike up and then decide to move to the downside. Even though I'm a little bit biased for the big reversal, I saw the weakness coming in the market. I want to see but I didn't see the sellers yet showing the faces. Even here, you don't see the sellers. You maybe see one candle here, but it didn't break. I want to see the break. I want to see the fear. You can see this is the 200. It's starting to be again positive one. This is a big area of sellers, so it's good. You see it here. They come in here. They come in back in here. I don't want to see it closed, green closed above. It's not that good because it's going to push higher. So be prepared. But I see the weakness. The sellers came in here. You can see it. The sellers came in here. This place, the sellers are showing up and they need to put another push to the downside if they want to push the market to the downside and close all the down gap. So let's see gold, how it goes. Gold is a little bit weak. All right, gold is moving slowly sideways. Momentum is negative. There is continuation of the downside at the moment. Nothing much. You can see the short continuation. So I could see the gold moving to the downside. Silver probably going the same. Even though silver is starting to do a pattern of accumulation. You can see it here. It's moving down, moving up, but don't break of continuation to the down. Again, could see it again. Still continue for the accumulation, and it's negative. If we look at it on the daily, see how it looks. It's below the 200. It's trying to reject from it. This is one zone. This is the two zone. This is the buyer zone. This is the seller zone. So it could take some time, but it's still weak. This is the reversal pattern. We see it here. So could move to the 2140 again. Not gonna impact the market that much. If we look at Oxy, same goes with this again. You can see buyers try to defend, fail, and fail again. All right, so -1. If we look at it here, see what it did. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I'm still biased to the 5360, but now it's moving between those two zones. I don't know, could try to push again to the 6080 and then see how it react to it. If it red again and close below, reversal to the downside, even though you can see the start of the change to the upside. Momentum is started to be, but it's in a big overbought area, so probably need to release some power. There is some sort of short continuation. If we look at it, take here, there, try maybe to touch it, then reverse to the 50 again, and then try to bounce from there. It seemed a little bit positive, but be very careful with the oil. Let me see if we, no, let me check the weekly. Yeah, started to be negative. You can see it here. And it still didn't close below the 55.50. So it needs to close. So, but you see no volume. Buyers are not participating yet. So if it closes, it will break down. So guys, let's sum it up. What do we see this week? We see the SPY and the Qs ended up very strong. We see some, if we are looking at here, we see the break of the pattern. It's still strong. The 200 is still positive. It touched the first target. It did a double here. So we want to, and there is a big volume at the end of the session. So we want to see the sellers participating and continuing on Monday, and on Thursday there is selling pressure in order to close the gaps. There is a big gaps which need to be closed all over the place. I think there is 5 or even 6 gaps left in the SPYs and in the Qs. But the momentum is very strong, and I think the retail traders are still here. But I think because a lot of investors and big investors house already took and put the pressure and have a nice report at the end of June, I think they will gonna sell at the mid of July and try to take some advantage of profit taking or reposition themselves again, because you can see some weakness coming with the stocks themselves, and going to be very interesting to see how it goes. At the moment, there is no clear indication of selling pressure. There is the beginning of it, but we want to see the confirmation. Until there is a confirmation, I will look for the upside, but this week I will be very cautious and I will look to see where the sellers are, because a lot of stocks are overbought. Some stocks with the momentum is negative, and there is also divergence of reversal or a short continuation. So I will watch and see how it reacts and how it impacts Apple, Tesla, and the big ones. So this is it, guys. Thank you, guys. Hope you like it. Subscribes, touch the bell, put some likes, and see you guys later.